It's one of the more underrated aspects of video games. Gameplay might be king, but having the right opposition can turn a game that is fun into a game that is amazing. There are many things that make a good group of enemies great, like why are they doing bad things? What kind of background and history do they have? How cool do they look? Do they share a personal connection with the main character? And what kind of challenge do they provide? But ultimately it comes down to how much fun it is to hit them in the face. These adversaries help make Mass Effect great.
Everything's gone to hell since we smuggled that filthy creature off-world. At least I can take pleasure in turning your head into a pulpy mass!
Mercenaries don't fight for a cause, they fight for money. So when they do bad stuff like smuggle away a vicious serial killer or gun down helpless workers, you don't feel the slightest bit of remorse for taking them down. Eclipse specializes in sabotage, assassination, and security, and are very popular in the Terminus systems and Skyllian Verge. They employ a diverse group of fighters, including Asari, Salarian, and Human, with additional mech support. What makes them unique is the fact that they have both biotic and tech units, allowing them to attack you in multiple ways. The Rachni were once the scourge of the galaxy. Rachni invasion scared the Salarians enough to help uplift the Krogan, a move that shaped modern galactic politics. The Krogan then pushed the Rachni into extinction, or so was thought. Binary Helix discovered an egg in cryogenic suspension, and decided to create an army. Not surprisingly, this went bad. Aside from brute physical strength, the Rachni are very poisonous and can overwhelm you with their numbers, forcing you to act quickly and decisively when facing them in combat.
Rip them to shreds! Watch my back. I'll deal with Archangel.
The Blood Pack is the most violent mercenary group in the galaxy, and is supposedly banned from Council space. Made up exclusively of Krogan and Vorcha, they have the brawn to get the job done, even if they don't always have the brains. These two alien races have regenerating health, so if you don't finish off your target in one go, they'll be back to full strength moments later, offering a challenge that is unique in Mass Effect. The Blood Pack prides themselves on taking contracts that other mercenaries wouldn't touch, and prefer tasks with more violence and little oversight.
Get down, they'll see you!
The gigantic machine race threatening the galaxy creates its armies out of the dead of its conquered victims. However, these forces are not zombies. Instead, they are highly sophisticated biological and technological hybrids, a process that often makes them far more powerful than they were before the Reapers got a hold of them. By using the Fallen, it virtually ensures that they never run out of troops, as every conflict creates new bodies. And it gives their unfortunate enemies the feeling of being crushed to death by the masses they've already lost in combat. Their higher-end units are among the most dangerous in the entire Mass Effect series, and are protected by very thick armor. Despite their size, they can come at you quickly and in many cases force you to run for your life. Trying to fight your way through these enemies can be a brutal experience, especially because the monsters created by the Reapers still greatly resemble their original form, forcing you to fight the twisted remains of your allies and friends.
Strength for Cerberus is strength for every human. Cerberus is humanity. I should have known you'd choke on the hard decisions.
Founded immediately after the First Contact War, Cerberus was originally an Alliance Black Ops organization that went very, very bad. What makes this group so interesting is the way they frequently operate in gray areas. They'll do horrible things in an attempt to create armies, but they're willing to do whatever it takes to protect their fellow humans. Cerberus also shares history with Shepard, having virtually resurrected the commander after an apparent death, giving this group a connection with the main character that doesn't exist with any other enemy. Things got completely out of control for Cerberus when they began to experiment with Reaper technology and created special forces with Reaper implants. They went from a moral idealists into an extremely hostile force that threatens the entire galaxy.
No glands replaced by tech, no digestive system replaced by tech, no soul replaced by tech. Whatever they were, gone forever.
The bizarre and mysterious collectors long operated on the fringes of civilized space, buying slaves and rare genetic specimens in exchange for large sums of money or their own technology. However, these creatures are working for the Reapers and seeking to make the next Reaper conquest easier by learning as much as they can about the current races of the galaxy. The collectors look creepy, wield powerful unknown technology, and operate with a single relentless purpose. Individual collector units can be possessed directly by Reapers, morphing them into much more powerful versions of themselves. Killing a possessed unit only gives a small reprieve as it allows the possessor to simply move on to the next available unit. What sets the collectors firmly on this list is the fact that they are descended from Protheans, the extinct, highly advanced race revered by many in the galaxy. The last Protheans were twisted into these creatures, and that's the horrible fate that awaits you if you can't stop them. Your descendants might be the ones largely responsible for wiping out their races of the next cycle 50,000 years from now. The only enemy you fight in all three games, the Geth are a machine race created by the Quarian people. Their rise in intelligence forced a conflict between them and their creators, which forced the Quarians out of the region. Then, they weren't heard from for 300 years, until they joined forces with Saren and Sovereign and began to attack. However, their motivations are a lot more complex than just taking on organic life. The Geth want to be allowed to exist and choose their own future. Simple motives that have often come in conflict with the organic races around them. If they are threatened, they will fight back viciously or ally themselves with whoever they can. Geth operate with a hive intelligence. A single mobile platform doesn't have more than basic animal intelligence. However, get thousands of them networked together and they become very smart and very difficult to deal with. But the real reason they're on top of this list is that evil Geth are just fun to blow up. Thanks for taking a look at the best enemy groups in Mass Effect with me. If you like this video, please give it a like. I should have more videos coming out soon, but for now...
I should go.